much?
I keep forgetting to re-up in here.
You gonna light it? You want that one?
You okay with me? You okay, baby? Yeah. She got a damn haircut. Alright, hold up, fam. This one gonna be kind of deep. It's gonna be kind of long because I gotta tell y'all a story first. Not too long. I'm gonna try not to make it too long. So did it look like somebody rolled over that, or just knocked it over?
I think it was by the wind.
So I'm gonna get right to it. I do some shameless plugs. One, keep supporting us, so it may be sooner. The Zen for Pain, the new Zen for Pain will be out next week. Or, well, we're waiting for the jars to come in, but let me tell y'all, the Zen for Pain is more potent now. From, I guess, because the liniment part of it I've made myself now from scratch, and it's underwater programs 24/7. It's more potent. As a matter of fact, let me tell you, I was eating peanuts and something else last night, and I got a ache in my tooth, and the peanut stuck in there, and I got a little, my tooth started throbbing. I put the Zen for Pain on my jaw like I did the old one, but I put the new one on. And it worked so fast. Took the toothache away so fast. I had to think like, people say when I give them the stuff I make, is it that stuff? I had to think like, did it just make it stop hurting that fast? It never came back, so I know it was that. But this tooth to get aggravated, and it could throb for a minute. Cause I lost the feeling in there, but I don't do dentists. And I don't know a holistic dentist. I don't go to them to put needles and stuff in my mouth. You know what I mean? I take care of myself with activated charcoal and stuff I use. But anyway, done. So, is in the pain to be out next week? What else? The GoFundMe is up. I'm not sure if somebody got the link for it. Anybody got the link for it to put it in. For the GoFundMe for the temple, I told y'all it's time to get started. That's kind of why I'm MIA right now. Because we packing up, building stuff, we're doing a lot. That's all I can say is we're doing a lot. And one of the things I want to do is move where I live closer to the temple, where the temple will be built. So we gonna start working there. So the GoFundMe for that is up. We'll be talking more about it. And of course, water programs. Make sure you got your water programs. But I want to get making this live because it's going to be. I got to tell you a story. I wrote a movie one time. This is important. Okay. I'm trying to see how to tell you. Okay, what? I gotta start here. One time I was inebriated, right? And I was sitting in my house, and I was looking out my window. I was in an apartment, and it had a big window. And looking out into the rain. My window was right at a street, like a car would ride past my window. So across the street, at the lamp, at the light post, let me know if it gets too hot or too cold, the noise outside. At a light post was a man standing at the light post. He was really tall. From where I was across the street from him, looking out the window, he looked to be about like 6'5". He's a really dark-skinned man. It's a chocolate like I've never seen before. A beautiful chocolate color. A milk chocolate. Like the kind of ones they have on TikTok with the filter, but that was his complexion. He's very defined, the cuts in his body. He's not like overweight, meaning, you know, you could be overweight fat or overweight muscle. He's not overweight. He was just well proportioned in his muscles. Really strong face, short hair, like one layer of hair. You know what I mean? Like they said, it was on number one, like one layer. But before I seen him there, I seen him in my dream. He rolled by in like a black Corvette in my dream, and I was standing on the highway, and he stopped in front of me. The windows were tinted. He rolled the windows down, and he pulled his glasses down and looked at me and said, "Have you ever been to the end of the earth?" I said, "No." He said, "You need to go." He was talking about California. This was a dream. And I would tell people this dream all the time about this big black man. Literally, the big black man, chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate. And then, this day, I saw him in person, standing under a light post across the street in the rain. And my initial feeling was, I was terrified. He felt like a killer or something. Like, I didn't think about the man, the Corvette. I just looked at this man like he's staring in my window. This is not a dream. This is real life. The man was standing across the street looking at me. And then I realized it was him. And the feeling of him, like, you know how you get colors off the rain, like the rainbow colors? That kind of was happening around him. And the feeling that he was vibing with me, and it wasn't, I knew he wasn't there to harm me. Like he wanted to talk to me or warn me. And then, next I remember, because I was inebriated. I remember he was talking to me, but I can't tell you what he was saying. He was talking to me, and then I woke up the next day. And this is around the time, or the same place, aliens came to that apartment. I told the story before, but I told you I'm going to make it short because I want to fill y'all all the way in with what I'm about to tell you. But these aliens came to my apartment, that same apartment. And I was dreaming at the same time that aliens was coming to the apartment at the front door. Simultaneously, Keffa, one day I'll tell y'all the story again. Keffa was in the room, and she was woken up by some aliens that had her pinned down, like the way you know when they say the rich got your back, like that. She was pinned down, but she looking at him in her window. Simultaneously in the living room, they're at my front door. They came to see me. It's the whole story. I'm trying to make sure. So a lot happened at this place. Now, I wrote a book. This is important. I wrote a book called The Final Hour. And I wrote the plot, right? And I sent it in to this company called Honey Entertainment. They were look at her. They were so excited. What's that smell?
Oh, this is hammer.
Okay, hold on. Don't do that.
That's why I put the water on it.
So it just smelled like straight fire. I'm like, that's paper burning. So I call Honey Entertainment, and they buy plots back then. There's still places out there like that. They buy a plot, and I'm like really creative in that way. So they offered me $10,000 for my plot. When I told my father, you know, back then $10,000 was a lot of money. I've been here 11 years. That was about 17 years ago or something. I told my dad, my father said, they offer you 10,000, Angel. What do you think you could get from it if that's a movie? But that's what they're going to do. So I still have it. I never did anything with it. But I'm going to tell y'all about it today. Another thing that happened with it, this is important, it's called The Final Hour. I wrote it down, the whole thing down, and I did a book reading at my house. Some of my closest friends came over, and we had a book reading party. So I read it to them. None of them believed that I even wrote the damn thing. So the next day, late that evening, about 3 in the afternoon or so, because we was there early, like 11, like around lunchtime, and we spent about 4 hours together, me reading the book or whatever. My older sister called me and said, "What you doing?" Because it was close to Thanksgiving. That's like I used to participate. Like 2 days before Thanksgiving or something real close, something like that day or something like that. She was like, what you doing? I said, I just got finished doing a book reading. She said, what book? I said, a book I've been writing, girl, for the last year. Oh, you finished? Yeah, pretty much. I wanted to see how people felt about it. She said, what is it about again? And I told her. She was like, damn. You ain't write that. I said, I did write it. She said, I want to see it. That's the first time I ever spoke about it over the phone or anything. It's very controversial. The shit is deep. Right? I let you speak up.
Yes, it is.
I was going Thanksgiving shopping. I said, I'm going Thanksgiving shopping. I said, I'll bring it over. She said, okay. So, now listen to me. I had about $600 in my armrest of the car. Kafa and I, we had our book bags. At the time, we were Sunni Muslim. So we kept our book bags with us for prayer time. You know what I mean? Because they had our prayer rugs in it. So my book bag behind the passenger seat, her book bag, you know, because it's easy to reach across. So we were shopping. You know, on the way, we went to a couple stores that we wanted some stuff for because I was cooking Thanksgiving. So it was some groceries, like a lot of groceries in the back of the car. We had to go, this during the time they had pages. Y'all remember pages? Or we call them beepers? We had beepers on us. So we was going down to the shop, the beeper shop. Because it's my brother-in-law's shop. He's from Egypt. My sister married a guy straight from Egypt, an Egyptian. And we was going down to his shop to upgrade our beepers or whatever we was doing. So I went in the beeper shop and I came back out. Who here with me today? Y'all for it today? Y'all for the stories today? Hold up, everybody. Oh, and let me know. Y'all with it today, or you want to get straight to the point? I can't really get straight to the point. You gotta hear this, I think. Holla at me. Tell me. Talk to me. So, let me know when I say something. About to raise your fingers up. Don't cut me. So I went into the beeper shop. And I can't, they say something? What?
Yes. Yes, please.
I went into the beeper shop and I came back out. We got in the car. I reached behind the seat to get a cigarette out my book bag. And my book bag wasn't there. Mind you, I had to unlock the door to get in and everything. The door was locked. I had a little red laser. That's what the car was called, a laser. And I said to Kafa, I said, grab my book bag for me. So she looking and looking. I'm like, come on, girl, give me my book bag. She said, I don't see your bag. She said, I don't see my bag. I said, what you mean they behind the seats? We got out. I said, oh shit, the first thing I thought about was the money. Check the money. I lift the armrest up. $600 in the armrest. We get out. My bag's gone. Both of our bags gone. All I had in it was the prayer rug and the book that I wrote. But the night before, I read the entire book on a mini recorder. Kappa sat there with me. Who was the other person? Jasmine. And I read the entire book on my mini recorder. I got the notion. I think it was like once Honey Entertainment told me that they would give me that much money for it, I was able to put the book on, have it on something else. And I read it to the thing. I have it to this day. Well, I actually don't have it at this point. But it's still here today. So, we get out, we look for our bags, gone. Groceries still here, money still here. I didn't even go to my sister's house. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I went back to the house. I'm like, is we tripping that we leave our bags? I'm like, no, we didn't leave my bags because I had a cigarette in the car earlier and it stayed in my book bag. But, you know, I'm just gonna go back home. When I get home, all right, to get in my apartment, you open the door and it's a little vestibule. And then the apartment to the left is somebody else's. The apartment to the right is mine. The initial door was open. Just open. And my door to my house was open. Man, what the fuck is going on? I opened the front door to the house. Nothing in my house was missing but my altar. The altar where I pray at. We had a one-bedroom apartment, so my altar was like, you got the living room and you got the kitchen. On that wall between the two, I had an altar. Everything on my altar was in a straight line. Like that happened since I left the house an hour and a half ago. Everything was in a straight line. And something with a green pepper, but I just can't remember something. I don't know, a green pepper was placed up there or something about a green pepper out my refrigerator. So what happened is somebody stole the book. Somebody came into the car and stole just our book bags. But the car was locked back. I had to unlock it to get in. When they came into my house, they wanted me to know. As a matter of fact, it was this white girl, a friend of mine. She was crazy than a mother. She lived upstairs from me in apartments. She used to always say, "Your phone tapped." I'd be like, "Why?" She said, "I'm telling you, I used to work for that. Your phone tapped." No, my phone ain't tapped. She'd be like, "Your phone is tapped. Like, come in my house and call your phone." And I never believed that girl. One day I went there, and when you call my phone, it be just click, 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 click. She said, "That's tapped. Your phone tapped." That's when they had the landline phones. But I didn't believe it because I thought she was crazy because she had a little moped and she went downtown next to the market. And you know what? The parking things that do like this? She went under one and it came down and broke her nose. I'm like, she's just stupid. Like, she don't know my phone. Your nose tapped. You know, I ain't paying no mind, but she might have been on to something because she would say it all the time. Or she would pick up my phone and be like, "Listen, that click, your phone tapped." I ain't using your phone. She's always saying that. Anyway, so all these little things happening. All these little things was going on. After that, a black limousine would follow me everywhere I was going. Everywhere, like this black limousine. Keffa, you here? This black limousine, everywhere I would see it. I would look out from I told you my apartment window, look out, it's parked across the street. So one day, I'm like, why is this car always out here? You remember this, Kef, right? I'm like, why is this car, this limousine? So I was like, you know what? I told Kef, I said, I'm gonna go talk to him. And I stood at my house and looked and was staring at the car like, what? The window rolled down. It looked like Trump, but meaning the way his silhouette. Of course, it wasn't Trump, but it was a Caucasian man, thick-headed man like Trump with the hair. He just looked like that. I'm like, what? I screamed. I was like, what? And I started walking toward him, and he left. He left the window down though. So as he driving by me, he looked me right in the eye, like just stared at me. I never saw him again after that day. I think because he realized that I knew he was there. So if they followed me from that day, I don't know. But that it's not a limousine, Cadillac. It's a longer car. It was like a Cadillac. And it followed me everywhere. I never seen him after the day that I went to approach him. All of this is important. So it was right after that. The day that I went to approach the limousine is the day that I saw the big black man across the street. But because he was in my dream prior to that, like I always, my mind is wild. Like, I write poetry, right? I write better than I talk, I promise you. I write poetry. And when I write poetry, and when I write, sometimes what I write come to pass. Like, I'll get like a flash, like Kevin can tell you, sometimes I be invoked. They don't say my eyes white and my lips blue. I'll be invoked and I'll write. Like one poem I wrote called Raw. And when I write in that mode, it comes to pass. It happens in the world. That's how I learned to write Clive. Like, when I write, my words, my actions happen. So that's why they are as powerful as they are in the water brand. That's why it's pushing parasites in mucus and stuff out the body and repairing the body, because I have the gift or the tool of conjure, of speech. I forgot why I said all of that just now. Where I was about to go. What was I saying?
The big black man, RAPHAEL.
It'll come back to me. It'll come back. But that day is the day, and that man, the day with the limousine is the day I saw that man, and that's when he spoke to me and all that. Okay, but I wrote. My writing is about the book. Before I saw him, I seen him in my dream. Now he's presenting himself to me in person. Never asked his name or nothing. But he's presenting himself to me in person. I'm a fast forward and go back. Here in Arizona, I go out on the land and I do these little sabbaticals. I go out to myself and I fast for a whole month. I think I used that word correctly, because it could mean certain things. But anyway, I fast for a month and don't talk to nobody for a month. They all know I'm okay. I'm just on Kadaka Haba, where we building the temple. Support the temple. The GoFundMe's up. Anything helps. Our goal is $150,000. We're going to build this temple. Be a part of what we're doing. So I'll go out there and I'll fast, right? This one time that I did that, about 4 years ago, I'm out there, and it was doing a conjunction or something. It might have been the great conjunction that we had, 2021, the great conjunction. And I was out there by myself. I'm at the fire. It's not even no street lights out there. When it's black, it's black. Nighttime is nighttime. It was starting, but I ain't out there by myself when it's like that either. But it was starting to come. The lights were starting to leave. The sun was leaving for the day. And I was at the fire pit. And I was invoked again. This time I was taken in vision. And what I saw was the big black man. He was coming off the sun. I did a live about it. He was coming off the sun. Like he broke off the sun. And he was just walking toward me, and he had purple around him. And he said that he was on his way. I don't know if any of you, because we all was like hype about this conjunction, I don't know if any of you remember that. I was on Kadaka Haba, and I was showing how I was cooking outside. I found the turtles. I built I dug the pits, made that perfect pit without no measurements, just using my mind. It took me 5 days to do. That's when I found the turtle. I don't know if y'all remember. I'm just trying to jog memories for those who remember that. It was after the womb shut down. And this man, I was like, this big black man was coming off the sun. He was on his way. And with him, I couldn't see him. But I know that it was the big black man that was at my window, because I couldn't see him. It was a silhouette coming off. He was a silhouette of him. You feel me? But you know what I mean? I have a distinct shape. And if you meet me, you know my shape. My ass fat shit. So if you saw the silhouette of me, that's Sika. You feel what I'm saying? You can't deny that. That's how I knew it was him. And then I was telling a story about him. I said, I've seen this man before. I wrote a book with him in it. Because he always come to me. Several times in a dream, several times in person. Under the street light, I can't remember when I seen him again. But he came to me again. I'm not sure if it's at the same house. I think he came closer to the window. Like, he walked past my window. It's another time. I'm in the house in the dark, looking outside. I'm probably writing, because I used to write poetry and just write a lot. And he walked past the window. He wore like a long black trench coat. That's how he dressed. Now, this is important. But because of him being in my life, even after I wrote the book, he came to me in person. I put him in my book because I would dream things Most of this book that I wrote is called The Final Hour. I'm gonna kind of brief y'all. I'm gonna give you the plot. I had to consult, like, we saying maybe I shouldn't do detail for detail. The shit is deep, but I'm gonna give y'all the plot though. So the plot is about, it started off as this 10-year-old little girl. Her name is Mina. Her character, Jada Pinkett. Well, it was Jada Pinkett, and I found out what all these creeps out there doing. Fuck all of them. But anyway, this little girl named Mina, the whole show is about her. Right? It's so deep. This shit is, I'm trying to, like, how do you not tell them? Okay, wait. Mina, this part I gotta tell y'all. Okay, Mina, when it come on, like say it's a movie, when it comes on, this little girl is walking down the hall. Her father is sitting outside of the mother in his bedroom, and she hear crying coming out the room. She get to the doorway. Y'all for it or what? Y'all here for it? Yeah, I go. This bitch crazy. Let me know. I ain't saying nothing till y'all tell me y'all here for it. Let me see who here. Come on, tell me y'all here for it. Okay. How many people here? Okay, I got a yes. Okay, here we go. So, when she gets to the door, she looks in, and her aunt is laying on her mother, crying. Her older sister standing at the door. Her older sister 18, Maria. She's standing at the window crying, and then she has her middle sister named Kayla. She don't know what's going on. She's 10 years old. Her mother calls her over to the bed and reaches out for her hand, and she held her hand, and she called on her daughters, and she tell her daughters, like her mother told her, it's checkout time. I'll pass the torch to you. This little girl don't know what the fuck the mother's talking about, but her mother has cancer, is the thing. So her mother has cancer and her mother dies, but she leave her that word, it's checkout time. I'll pass the torch to you and your sisters. Fast forward, so they had to move because the father can't afford to live where they was living. They lived in a nice neighborhood. So Mina they got to move to the hood, and she never knew life like that. She never knew life in the hood. She never knew about Malcolm X and Rosa Parks and none of this stuff. But she became a revolutionary once she began to learn her journey and her story, you feel me? And not his story, and learn the truth of our people. And she resurrected, basically. So she became a revolutionary leader. I'm fast forwarding. Her sister became the mayor. The oldest sister, Maria, became the mayor. I'm trying to break it down some. I'm about to give it to her. Okay. So, during Mina's graduation, her sister's the mayor. She's doing a speech, for the graduates. This high school, that is. She's speaking for the graduates, telling them about their future and all of that. Right there in front of Mina, Maria gets shot. Mina's sitting in the audience. She gets shot. A fire breaks out in the back of the room. Mina sees, when everybody's screaming because of the fire in the back of the room, when Mina turns back around, look, Maria is standing there with her mother. So she knew, mind you, this is a very deeply connected spiritual family, but you got to know all the whatever that I ain't doing right now. She sees Maria standing there with her mother, so she knew her sister was dead. She runs on the stage, she's screaming. The father up there, Kayla up there. she look in the back, it's a man in the back of the room, standing in the back of the room, the letter for Mina. He places it on a chair, he walks out. He makes sure she see it. I mean, she's in hysterics. She walks, she go get the letter. She don't show nobody. Hold on. Okay, trying not to say too much about my movie till it come out. But listen, so up until this point, I gotta give them this. Okay, so this is all about the talk today. I gotta tell y'all this. Mind you, now from the beginning of this movie, these solar flares coming, shooting to Earth. What they say? Anybody say anything? These solar flares.
Bobby says until the movie comes out, that part.
Until these solar flares, right? The solar flares become a hurricane. This is going on through the whole entire movie. It's on the news. Such and such solar flares. Now it's become a hurricane. The hurricane is traveling through this movie. It don't touch down, but it's coming. But the thing about it is the hurricane came from space to Earth, opposed to starting on Earth. Oh, I forgot. I gotta go get air this time. Turn around. I'm about to go the long way just so I can get some of this out. We're not sitting somewhere. So that's important. Mina get the letter. Mind you, the day before graduation, I gotta tell you this part. The day before graduation, Mina is with her sister, Maria. Maria taking her graduation shopping and she's asking her what she's going to do with her future, telling her that she should come and work with her at the office. So she takes her to the office. She had to pick up some stuff. She gets a phone call, the mayor. She's on the phone. While she's on the phone, she said, go sit down at that desk. If you're going to be working here, you need to get familiar with the files anyway. Go over there and play with that stuff. So she's over there while she's on the phone. Mina started going through this particular Rolodex that was on the table. And it had the letter CT on it. And it had all this information in it. So she went to the computer that was there and she put in CT and this file came up. And this man and all this stuff going on. So she picked it up and was like, I can't tell y'all what it is right now. She picked it up and was like, what's this? She was like, okay, y'all gotta go. She was like, what are you doing with that? No, Mina, give me that. She said, what is it? Why you hiding? She was like, no, look at you got into that. You thought you was at the movies. Y'all didn't. She was like, no, give me that. Like, no, this. So while they driving home, she was like, why? I want to know what that was. Like, why you was hiding that? Like, you talking about you want me to work for you? You got sick. She was like, listen. She said, Mina, I'm involved in some very serious stuff that I don't want you involved in. But now that you've seen that, she said, open the glove compartment and give me that disc. She said, anything happens to me, I want you to take this to where she wanted her to take it to. She said, I need you to hide it. Don't even tell me where you hid it at. And I'm going to stop that right there. But the CT person was important. So I'm thinking, because I'm trying to get to what point y'all need to know. Mind you, the graduation, the father was left there at the graduation with the middle sister, Kayla. Remember that. Remember her other sister, Kayla. So now we're back at the graduation. Her sister got shot, the mayor. But that night before, Mina, she gave Mina that disc. So Mina knew that it was something to do with that disc. When Mina got the letter in the back, it was signed CT. What somebody put in there? Popcorn. It was signed CT. CT turned out to be this guy named Captain Thorne. So, Bina winds up in a ritual, a sex ritual, right? Later, her sister Kayla disappeared. Nobody know where Kayla went. Mina winds up in a sex ritual. Mind you, after they stole the book, I already had it on recording. I made 3 copies of the recording and the book and sent it to 3 different people, by the way. Because there was some deep stuff in this, is in this book. Mina wound up in this ritual and got pregnant. Mina had a little boy. And I'm going to stop there, except for this. At the end of the movie, that hurricane touched down in the desert. And the being that stood up, when the hurricane touched down, a being stood up. The hurricane the whole time was a being. It touched down, and that big black man came, and he was coming for a specific reason. That I don't have to give up. Okay, I can stop right there. So that man, mind you, I say when I write like that, I get impressions. This whole book was the impressions that I've been getting in my rest from the Guardians to write this book. When y'all hear the whole plot, you're just not gonna believe it. Like you just be like, what the fuck just happened? When you tell them, speak up, hey, just speak up.
It was suspense. It was.
Speak up, 'cause they probably can't hear you.
It was unbelievable. It was very. The plot was very creative. It had me on the edge. I was like, it's movie time.
Everybody who heard this. What they saying right now?
Best-selling author, award-winning movie.
Listen. So that hurricane was a being whole time. Now let me bring y'all to real life and tell you why I told you all of that. Because recently, all this time, I never asked the Guardians who they were until recently, and I told y'all when I did. The female that always there is Ariel, Michael, Gabriel. I kept getting it across with Uriel and Raphael. Azrael. These are the names I was given of the beings that I've been talking to this whole time. That's been guiding us. After I told y'all that, who remember, put a 1 in the chat. After I told y'all that, I told y'all the Guardians came. And the Guardians said that they were on their way and reminded me again that time was up. They said, he said, he was particularly coming. He said, this is what they call rapture. Y'all remember? Anybody remember that? Put a 2 in the chat. Do you remember recently? I was sitting in Walmart parking lot, like within a month. He said that this was rapture. Or no, this is like what they call rapture. He said that beings were going to be taken. That some was going to be taken straight from in the flesh. But you got to vibrate high enough. All you got to do is change what you eat. Change what you think. Connect with the earth. Eat the earth. Meditate. Get underwater programs. Meaning get on vibration. Stop your sins against yourself. Get on vibration. Help wake the black woman up so she can save the planet. He said some are going to be taken right out of here. Some are going to be taken, but their bodies are still here. Like, say I'm here, but I'm not here no more. I'm gone. And then the other ones are not even going to know nothing has happened. It's going to just look like every day. They're not even going to realize that the rapture has happened. But it's not rapture, but beings are going to be taken. They got to be moved out of the way, he said, for what's about to happen. I told y'all before, that's why they told me to create the DNA revolution, because what's about to happen is so sinister, these beings, that it was going to affect the entire universe. I told y'all recently, the video I just did about Nibiru, I don't think it's what we think it is. I think Nibiru is an entity. It's a planet killer. And like it said in that cartoon, Nibiru allowed, oh no, this is in Zachariah Stitching. Nibiru allowed the Anunnaki. He had not carried them here. It was not the ship that carried them here. It allowed them here and will allow one of them to destroy our universe, Earth's universe. It's not what we think it is. These beings, the angels, the whole thing is not what we think it is. They're beings just like you and me. You're 180 degrees agreeable and 180 degrees disagreeable, all of us. You decide what side will rule you. Now hear me. He said they're going to be oblivious to what's happening, but they're going to be in a cycle. They're going to be here during the purge. And they will be unalive and come back and unalive, and that's going to be hell for them because they can't make it out. You got to make it out now. You got to get your vibration. I don't know how long the window opens for that. I didn't get that, but that's what I'm attempting to get from them now. How long is that window open? How long do we have? A year, 10 years, what? You know, because a day of ours is not even a second to them. One day to them is 1,000 years to us. 1,000 years to us is one day. Because that's how long it takes them to go around their 3 suns. They come from a 3-sun constellation where we come from one. Y'all with me right now? The guardian that told me he was on his way was Raphael. Listen to me. And when he presented himself to me this time, he presented himself to me as that big black man from my movie, from my dreams, from across the street from my apartment. Y'all listen to me. He came as him. So I'm like, you Raphael all the time? Mind you, when he came to me on the land, how he come? He came off the sun and turned into a hurricane. Now I need y'all to pay attention. He just said, I'm on my way. They just named that hurricane Raphael that went through Cuba. What's in Cuba? Nickel and cobalt. Nickel and cobalt, they need the minerals for them Nibiru. Listen to me. Before that hurricane came, did y'all see the news on the solar flares? Y'all, that was Raphael. Listen to me. We had like a whole month of all these solar flares shooting down. Then this hurricane come, and they name it Raphael. Listen, But this is like a week or two after Raphael just said that he was coming now, that he was on his way, and what's about to happen is what y'all call rapture. Y'all listening to me? I told y'all when that happened, right? That was well before the hurricane came, and they named it Raphael. Are y'all with me? What they saying?
They saying yes, yes, yes.
What just happened? What just happened wasn't just some weather phenomenons. The Anunnaki are here. And I mean, the Anunnaki been here. I'm telling y'all about Musk and them. They're not humans. But those, and listen, I don't think Raphael is an agreeable being. 100%. I think he half and half. I think just like with Enki, Noah was a just man. Enki fell in love with the beings of earth. His brother Enlil didn't. He could care nothing less about us. And Enlil means ruler of the skies. Enki means ruler. The word En means ruler of Ki. Ki is earth. So Enki, whose real name is like Nimdamud or some shit, could never say it. Enki fell in love with humans. So when him and his boys, his brothers, his family, like, you know what, we want to destroy that. We created them. We're going to destroy that and start over. Because this is the mess we created right here. Enki like, no, man, you know, I'm fucking with him. But they forbade any of them to talk to man, to warn us. So what Enki did, he would stand behind the wall where Noah was asleep, and project himself into Noah's dreams, gave him the instructions, told him how to build the boat, the whole thing. But he went back to his family. He helped with the flood and everything. That's what these beings are. And that's what I'm getting from Raphael right now, because he just may have been responsible for the North Carolina too. I need y'all to follow me today. Because it's neither is he good or bad like that. It's his job. But he has a love for humans like Enki did, and that's why he warned me. But he gotta still be with his family. Because I know they need the nickel in. They need that nickel in Cuba for AI. But all of this mineral they getting, 9 billion tons in Arkansas. They want the Arkansas crystals and the lithium. Come on. Everywhere these Anunnakis has had me. Everywhere, all these places I had to go get these stones. It's also, let's call it that for the sake of what we're saying, is where the devil going, is where the devil need to be. Maybe they was telling me to go get the stones before it's too late, so that we would have these powerful stones. I don't think that even the beings that's been talking to me, it's like agreeable beings. It's like me. I'm agreeable and disagreeable. I do wrong, even if it's not purposefully. I do. We all do it. So, but do that make me the devil? And do it make me an angel? No, it just makes me, well, angel's my name. It just makes me what I am. But I choose the benevolence in me. But I'm capable of unaliving somebody. If you hurt my family, I could walk away with your head in my hand like this and see all of that. I can see all of that. I'm capable of that. But do that make me what? Angel or demon or either? I mean, it's the button you got to push to get me there. But I'm capable of that. I got my limits. And that's how they are. Because remember, God ain't what we thought it was either. These are beings on a mission. These are beings who had a hand in our creation. These are beings that we call God or gods until they realize by mixing their blood with ours and the earth, because it's not about us, it's about our planet. We are our planet. We are made of these minerals. This is a special planet because of her minerals. Minerals are the records and the information coming from space that's in this earth, that's in these rocks. It's the information in earth, and the beings of earth is made of earth. So it's not about us, it's about the planet. And then we are of this planet, but then we are organic. We are sentient. We are able to do what trees can't. We are able to create on levels that trees can't. And that is because of our planet. But then we got blood of the Anunnaki. Some of us do. I'm a primordial. I don't have anything to do with that. Primordials, we came straight from space to earth. We're entities. But the earthlings of this planet, it's all mixed up. So I'm sure that blood is in me because of just everybody's all mixed up. My family is from the tribe of Daniel. We're all mixed up. These beings are not what we think they are. That's what I'm starting to realize. Because, again, that hurricane that just came, when I say I believe that this Raphael, I mean the Raphael. That's why they named it that, because he just told me I'm coming. He just said I'm on my way. And this is what they call rapture, what we're about to do, what you're about to see. Or what's about to happen. And then explain me through that. This is why we in the urgency to build the temple. On this land that's a portal. They gave us this land. I know in my heart of hearts that this is the way out. That's why they gave us this land. That's why they gave us the stones. That's why they gave me that initial stone that I had, that I was sent 2,700 miles away from home to get it. On the same journey, they sent me to climb a mountain 140 feet in the air, knowing the fuck I'm scared of heights. But I did it. They're trying to get clever here. No. I see they got one over here now and one over here. What they saying?
Bobby says, forest fires going throughout New Jersey yesterday. We just got the first day of rain in a long time. Trevelyan says, yep, the crystals and stones.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yep, the crystals and stones are also information. They are primarily used to power their ships. They program the crystals and stones using telepathy to power their ships.
Hold on. It's going to open that portal. Oh, go ahead.
And the last one is Marie says courage.
When they told us back in 2017 that we had 643 days, that time was up. Listen, the only time we have right now, or all we should be doing with our time right now, is getting on divine vibration. They're here. I feel the presence. I wake up to this gloom over everything. Hold on, y'all. 36.
36?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wake up and I can feel it. I feel that time is up. And it's scary. Because bad things gonna happen to good people. A lot of us are holding on to the wrong things. Our focus is in the wrong things. I'm telling y'all something. Not because I stand in perfection, because I'm striving like everybody else, but because I'm connected. And I was sent here to say this. Your time is up. You have to, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, I told them that they was pretty much going out the wrong way. And she said to me, well, you know, I'm doing better. I think I'm doing pretty good. She said, I don't eat pork no more. I don't eat beef no more. I just eat chicken and fish. I bake my chicken. I eat a lot of string beans. She was like, do you see anything wrong with that? Huh? Thank you. He said,
You guys have them.
He don't know he almost got cussed out. Somebody asked you for your fucking opinion. Oh shit, in my car. I just didn't feel like it right now. Like the same thing the man did in Circle K, but it's not so bad. Anyway, she said, what you see wrong with that? I said, nothing you said was alive. I said, nothing you said, you didn't eat, you're not eating anything living. The food you're eating is out of cans. Your mashed potatoes are processed. And we think you eating a bunch of antibiotics and hormones, but you think you living good because you baking it. You know, they taught us that baked chicken was good chicken. No, you baking hormones, I told her. That's what you baking. What kind of fish do you eat? She said tilapia. I said, look at it. I said, you got something there? She said, yeah. I said, go look at it. They got lips. She said, what you mean? I said, they got lips. Because they are mixed with human DNA. The original tilapias didn't look like that, the way they look now with the lips. She went in her freezer and said her tilapia got lips. I said, right, because you're eating human DNA. It's what you're eating. Do you eat your fish wild caught? Do you know that any fish that you may eat just may have are metals in them. So I didn't hear you say you're doing anything on a cellular level to detox the metals that may be. I didn't hear you say that you were eating wild-caught fish. So you're eating and baking hormones and antibiotics. You are what you eat. I say, so if you eat your string beans dead, your potatoes dead, your fish dead, you eat all these things that's dead. I eat fish too. But I'm very cautious of what we buy and how we buy our fish and all of that. I say, so if you're eating all these things dead, what are you? She said, dead. I said, right. So now you tell me how healthy your intake is. I said, do you do any kind of fasting to give your body a break? She said, what? When you say I should fast, you should fast every day. I said, look up intermittent fasting. Fast every day. Don't eat things you get up. Drink some water or some tea with no sugar in it. Just drink some water or some tea until about 11 o'clock. Give yourself an 8-hour window. Eat what you want to eat. If you don't want to eat the clean way, or eat clean for those 8 hours. Eat as much as you want. And give your body a break the rest of the time so that you can go through the process of autophagy. And that the dead cells in your body can shed away and new cells can be reborn on a daily level. You know, even when I was eating all that cheese after my mom, the situation with my mom, and I just didn't care for a minute. People saying, your skin look good. That's because even though I was eating that, I was still taking pullers. I didn't just eat it and let it sit in my body. Let the poisons, because it's a difference in a cleanse and a detox. Eating fruit is a cleanse. Drinking fruit juice, that's a cleanse. Very good to do. But then a detox is hitting you on a cellular level. You need those bitters. You need it both. I said, what about your grounding? What about your sun absorption? What about your exercise on a daily? See, this is why, right now, I wrote the book on it. On my life, that is. I wrote the book on what I feel is real. 400 pages of the total healing package. And at the end of the book, like I said the other day, I think starting on page 373, you got what's called The Way. The Way is about 12 pages to the end of the book. It's about 12 pages to the end of the book. The whole book was about the way. That all of them pages, the 40 pages, was about those 12. It was about the way. It was about why your nutrition should be what it is. So read the nutritional section. Know what you're doing. Know what herbs. Know the bitter herbs. The way is a 48 weeks cleanse that we all should be in. And I'm hoping some of you are going with me March the 1st. We're going out of the healing package, so make sure you have your healing package. We'll be reading together. We'll be fasting together. And because I'm going into also what's called the disciplines, where I'll be very scheduled out. Like, the disciplines is implementing the way. It's the implementation of the way is why I'm writing another book on it. On the disciplines. Like how I'm about to do this will be a book. How I will schedule myself. The days that I create for an hour, 2 hours a day. Every day I will go in solitude for at least an hour. The days I will go in, which is the STFU fast, as we call it, that's in the healing packet. The shut the fuck up fast. You know, the loudest voice in your head is your own. When the last time you just stop talking for like 3 days? Purposefully. Not because you're sick or that's a different kind of feeling. When you know you can do something and restrain or refrain from doing it, it's a whole other feeling. It's a whole other level of discipline. So to go in solitude daily, to not go on my phone for online, but 5 o'clock in the evening, got 2 hour window, something like that. Discipline, because this is what's going to get us to the next vibration, that divine vibration, that divine vibrational lifestyle. This is what we have to do. Time is up for the bullshit y'all think y'all are. You know what? It'll be 10 years from now, 20 years, whenever the rapture is over, as they call it, that's not what's happening. But what built that car rapture during this time, right? It'll be 10 years from now. And you would have built that, whatever you was trying to build. You would have, whatever it is you're trying to do here, thinking that's what you should be doing here. You would have realized the rest of us gone when that window closed. Or that's what I think they're going to leave certain beings down here. That's why he said, like, some of us will be gone, but we'll still be here. Because they got to leave some lights down here and still try to pull y'all out, I guess. I don't know. But we made it out. But parts of us are here. I don't know. I don't know exactly what that means. I know it's right now, though. I know that Raphael is here. That was not just a hurricane, because he said he was on his way. And they are collecting. It's not, and that's not just about us. He's here for another work, but he's warning me on the way on the flyby, like they did Noah. He's giving a warning look. It's time for y'all to get out of there, because I think he's a part of the getting those minerals from the Biru and the exchange they make it with that creature and all of that. But they got a love for humans, though. I don't know what the plan is, and I don't care. That's his business. And I don't want to put too much energy in his business. I want to put the energy into my business. And what the hell do I got to do to get out of here? And to get as many people out of here. They didn't give us that land for no reason, because Dr. Habana keeps saying that. We done ran into portals, and people who's been in me for a long time is seeing now with me in real time how this shit is coming together. Why it's coming together. That's why we got that land, that's them portals, because we're going to be leaving from there. Because this temple is going to be built where I lay this rock. They sent me years ago. I've been here 11, 12, 13 years. I'll tell you when it was. 2000 or 2002. They sent me 2,700 miles to get that quartzite. I'd never been off the East Coast. They sent me all the way out to Mexico to get that stone. And I brought it home with me. Never knew what it's for, but now I know it's for that temple. I know that it's the centerpiece of that of the clear quartz crystal, of the singing quartz crystal, the sound healing garden, because that will go in the center, and around them will be those Arkansas stones and other stones that will be amplified to open that portal. When I tell you I'm not guessing it's a portal, it's a portal. I was zooted from one spot to the next on Kadaka Haba. Perfect. I always get good parking. I was zooted from one spot to the next on that land, y'all. I'm not guessing that's a portal. Twice. I've seen mystical creatures. I was confronted with a thunderbird on that land. It literally hovered over me. I thought it was going to eat me. Make sure I don't hit these people. Okay. Like, I don't know if they got a cart right there or something.
You good.
Got a blind spot.
Mm-hmm. You good. Plenty of space. Okay.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Byron says the Garden of Eden equals the Garden of Eating.
Okay, listen, y'all. We was reading some of the comments while I was doing that. I hear you, Byron. You say any doorway could be a portal. Probably so. But I'm not talking about anyone can be. I'm telling you that the land is a portal. You have to experience it for yourself. Me and other people have witnessed it. I'm telling y'all that recently, oh, where my thing at? Recently, some kind of cyclone came through there. I got a train on the land, a long train. A cyclone came over and turned it over on its side. I think these are beings. I don't know. Is it that the train shouldn't be there? Is it to discourage me from building? Because as soon as I start talking about building a temple, a cyclone came through there and turned the train over. I mean, I'm talking about like a 4-ton train. Knocked it over on its side. It's been there for years and years. It's been there for years. It's laying on its side right now. I will show y'all. You get him, baby? Yeah, I don't know why you just ran to the window like that. See if she got a... Saw him? You saw him? What the hell just happened to him? See if she got a pee before we go in here. I was sitting there fixing a rocket stove, and I saw the shadow. The sun was blocked. I looked up. It was a fucking bird the size of a croc plane over top of me. It was made like a shark, like shark across in the wings. The natives told me. They said, you have seen the Thunderbird. They told me that the natives were waiting for the person to see the Thunderbird. Once in 100 years, they said. Once every 100 years, do a warrior see the Thunderbird. You have seen the Thunderbird. That's why Chief Orville Looking Horse took the Native Americans with us to gather the souls. Thousands of Native Americans did that ritual with me. Because I saw the Thunderbird. Y'all listen to me. It's not a game. There was somebody on here who linked me with one of y'all, linked me to Chief Orville Looking Horse. I don't know what they told him. But I told him I saw the Thunderbird. They spread the word that I had seen the Thunderbird. These people wait to see it, and I saw it. I thought it was going to eat me. It just hovered over me when I looked. I was like, oh, my dogs didn't even see it. They was in some kind of trance. And then when they finally saw it, like it flew over the train, the one that's knocked over right now, it flew. It's not, mind you, it's desert, so it's nothing out there. Trees are short, all of that. It flew over the train. When we ran around to the other side, nothing, just gone. Clydesdale horse, gone. The deer with the antlers about 9 feet out, gone. Walked past the tree, it never came out the other side of a damn tree. No, it's a portal. I seen a wolf. I woke up in the middle of the night, the presence pulled me. I'm laying in my RV. My bed in my RV goes to the back window. It was a full moon, by the way, because out here you can't see at night unless the moon is out. This night was a full moon. I'm knocked out. My girl was laying beside me. I felt it. And I woke up and I looked out the window. It didn't look like a wolf. It looked like a fucking wolf. It was shaggy looking. Its fangs was out and it had a hump in his back. You know how they show the cat with the hump in his back? It was walking like that. Looking right in my RV. I was frozen like, oh shit. And it's looking right at me like, oh shit. And it has fangs out and it walked past. And I touched her. I was like, get up, don't move fast. Look out the window. And she saw the ass end of it. The shit is after we just seen. I got a 4 winds, my RV. One of my RVs is a 4 winds, right? It's one of those ones that's like, let me see. It's one of those ones that's like high. Oh, I just got the message. I just got it. The reason I'm seeing all the creatures is because it's a portal. They're using it to come in and out of the space. It's not about me or nothing. It's just about, because even when Sophie did, she did the astronomy on the land, and the land is in the middle of a 6-point star. It's on the ley lines, so it is a portal, and they're using it. And in them using it, I'm seeing it. I'm telling y'all, a UFO is sitting over the land. Right over the land, it's a gigantic, in this area, gigantic circle, dark blue. The sky be light blue, the circle dark blue. I be trying to tell everybody all the time, when I sleep on there, I see it. I see the ship. And they come down and they talk to me. That's why they told me to get that land. One day, I'm telling Adrian, I had it out there. I'm like, see this circle? That's a ship. That's them. What happened? Speak up.
It followed us all the way.
It followed us an hour away and stopped over my house. I said, I told you. And she was like, oh my God, it's really, the circle followed us, but it was cloaked. No, this land is not like it could be a portal. It's a portal. It's a portal. I went from 30-minute ride to my house after seeing my RV. I got a 4 Winds, right? RV. It's on a four-door Dodge. I think a Ford chassis. I'm short, so I gotta step up into my RV. When I sit in my RV, I'm looking down at cars. You know what I mean? I'm looking down at pickup trucks. It's like sitting high. I ran into a cow whose face was even on the hood. More than her face, because you can see down her neck. Down to her chest looking at me. And it was a female. She had horns, albino. She had horns and red eyes. Stopped us right in our tracks. Walked past and came to this window. We drove down the street. It was a light down there. We went in there like a little dip. As soon as we hit that, we were 30 minutes from the land. We hit that and turned. Once we hit that, we was at the land. Once we hit that light, we were at the land, and I said to her, look where we at. She was like, look where we at. She was like, how we get here? We was right. After we talked to that cow, that giant cow, we're at the land. We get out the car, everything in the back of the RV was out. Clothes, food, nobody heard it happen, nothing. We didn't just go through, we went through the portal. Everything in my RV cabinets, the silverware, all the drawers were open, all the closets were open, and my dogs were knocked out. They never woke up to none of that. They had food and stuff on top of them. Cause like when you step up in the RV, it's a bed right there. It could be a bed or a table. Anybody know about RVs? It could be a bed or a table. It was down as a bed. Dewey and Tila laying on there with the food all over them. Never woke up until I stopped and woke them up. They got up like nothing happened, ran out the door, go to the bathroom. What the hell? He don't go since we get out. We ain't had that paper, she was just on you in Walmart. Demi, gotta go potty? You gotta go potty? Yeah, you do. Let me get your harness, okay? Go here and go get your harness. Move your phone. Let me get his harness real quick. So, time is up. And I need my people that's over 50 to resurrect now. You gotta resurrect and be elders to these kids. Get out the clubs with them. Get out of your childish. At 50 is when when you become elder, when you come into your wisdom. We're supposed to, but half of us not doing that. We out there with them. We're not leading them anywhere. You know, they got us programmed to where when you get to your 50s, you're going downhill. But that's not true. This is where all of your knowledge. This is where you implement everything you know. You've come into a level of life, a level of mentality, a level of maturity where you can truly implement. You're at your prime. When you become into that wisdom, that don't mean you old. This is when everything that you ever learned becomes action. That's what should be happening at 50. You should be in the gym. You should be grounding. You should be eating right. You should be creating your creations every day. But they taught us you're getting close to retirement. So that's why you're telling your body, I want you to think about it. Anybody, except for presidents, because as soon as a president go in office, his first year, his hair turns gray. Any president. They go in with black hair. Within the first year, their hair turn white. Anybody ever notice that? But the rest of us, as soon as you go into retirement, you get the sickest. And people make the excuse, wow, this has been coming down on me for years. It finally caught up. No, I'm glad I just stopped working because that's not what happened. What happened is you told your body that it was over. I'm 55. I got to build a temple. I don't have time for that. I have to build a temple. You don't have no more projects. Start creating some. I don't care that it's getting cold. I'm going on a hike this weekend. I'm going on a nature walk this weekend. Give your body stuff to do. And then talk to your body. Have respect for it. Tell your body and your cells and your organs that this is what we're doing today. I meditate every AM for my meditation I told y'all about. Self-meditation. 10 minutes every AM. And say all kind of things to myself. But one of the things I do is tell my body what we're doing today. So my body will get ready for that. This is every day. I go to rest at night and I meditate. I do my meditate at 8. And that normally leads me to a deeper meditation. I replay what I did today. What I could have done better, or what I have to do, how I got to fix this or add to that. And then get up in the AM and solidify that thought and go out and do what I got to do today. Like today, I was thrown off a little bit. Dewey ill. One of my cats ill. Different illnesses. My cats go outside and come back. I don't know what that cat came back with. But, so I'm cleaning people up and it threw me off, but still moving. Had to go to the market today. That's where I'm at now. Schedule. Let my body know that we got shit to do. But see, most people, except rich white people or rich other people who has had mentors, they know. Well, shit, if they rich anyway, they've been in retirement. They've been out just paying the field. That's why they look so good. We working like slaves, and we work to retire. We work to I'm tired of working. I'm ready to just lay back now. And that's what happens in your body. See, okay, you got shit else to do, then we ain't got no more work to do. It stop healing as good. You lose muscle mass. You grow old and you're unalived. All of your ailments come down on you. No, that's a good time to focus on you. That's a good time to take all the knowledge that you have accumulated on this planet and apply it. This is where your Zazove license come in at. Your wise women and your wild women. This is where it come in at. Apply it. Y'all got to get up because they need us to get up. I know it feel like you can't. I know it feels like you're too far gone, but you're not. If you just change, do some fasting and some cleansings. Go on a 3-month all living food. Or what you could do, you're going to miss it too bad, then have only one cooked meal, not OMAD, don't do OMAD, 1 meal a day. Do OCMAD, 1 cooked meal a day. And eat living the rest of the time. Right now, I gotta come here because I need some fresh fruits to make juice. Those living enzymes in my body, it's nothing like it. It's no feeling like it. It flush you out. Add a couple beets to it. It'll cleanse your colon out. Beets are natural, very soft laxative. It doesn't cramp you up or nothing. Just naturally, you're gonna go to the bathroom like you're supposed to. Drink. Make a fruit juice. Do some repairs. Make a vegetable juice. The fruit juice for a cleanse. Vegetables for help to rebuild. Try to drink a living juice every day. If you think they gotta time your day off, make juice. Make a lot of it and put it in the freezer. Okay, you want it fresh, but you ain't got that kind of time. You will still see the benefits. I promise you, because that's how I do it. You will still feel the benefits of that. You'll begin to do an anti-inflammatory drink like some ginger and cilantro, some cucumber, lemon, I forget the other green, and definitely some cucumber. I think I said cucumber. After you finish seasoning, I season my juice. After I make my juice, I sprinkle some cayenne on it. It depends on what I'm feeling. All of my juice got cayenne on it. Some of them I put cinnamon, maybe nutmeg, maybe ginger powder. On my juice, stir it up. Good. So I got herbs and spices in it. The other day, we feeling a little under the weather, and I don't know why, because none of us go nowhere. We ain't in the world like that. But to the store, so maybe we pick something up at the store, but everybody got a little different thing going on a different day. I knocked it out, all of us, in one night. With the pine solution, I tell y'all. 3 pine cones, a handful of pine bark. But keep saying the same things until people get it. I got somebody, she need to be looking at this right now. It's pissing me off. She ill. I don't work for a whole week. I say to her every day. Not only did I say it to her, I'll tell you what I did. I collected about 8 pine cones. A big old handful of pine bark. Pine needles. And told her when those go bad, the pine tree, use this pine tree right here. Right up the street from you. I gave her pine essential oil. I gave her Turk. I gave her, what's the other one? Little spruce, some peppermint. Put it all in a container for it. Made it up. Sick for a week, but the solution is in there because it ain't Thermaflu or whatever that shit called. Before I went to bed that night, whatever I was feeling, all of that was gone. Whatever had came through was gone. Gone. Get some pine cones, y'all. Pine resin, pine essential oil, pine, the sap, which is the resin, the bark of the tree, the leaves of the tree. Put it in the pot and boil it. Put about 3 peppermint drops, essential oil. You could put, if you got pine essential oil, some spruce essential oil. If you don't have none of that, but just the turf, and put that on there, and some pine, and some peppermint. Inhale that. You'll feel the difference. I'm about to go, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying. The world ended December the 31st, 2019. Yeah, I know. It ended December the 19th, 2019. December the 31st is when they announced that thing on the land. Why y'all always shoot all my feathers? Look, going for it. The raven gave me that. The raven gave me a feather. Why are you taking my feathers? So anyway, raspberry tea good for the womb. Hold on, K-Kid. Listen, y'all. Time is up. So I constantly preach about divine vibration. And I'm pleading with y'all not to get stuck here. Because, like, people talk a lot. And people have a lot of knowledge, but not practicing half the shit they talking about. We got to get on point. Really? You going to chew my feather up like that? Yeah. Okay, yo, on that note, I'm about to go. Y'all hear me, though? They're here. All these sightings and stuff like that, that's why they announcing it. Because they losing control. Which is not true, because some of them are them. They're about to show themselves. They've been here. But you got a whole other, these warriors that's coming in now, that they call angels, these beings. And some of them up to no good. They want the minerals of Ki. She's a special planet, and that's what makes us special. All we ever had to do was link with our planet, our conscious, us as these conscious beings link with our planet and use these minerals and power up. The minerals is our power. The minerals are the records. The trees are the record keepers, and man is the record player. I coined that phrase. Man is the record player. And we play the frequency of source. We play the frequency of the divine, everything source though. We play the frequency of divine vibration, that divine vibration. Y'all just so with it. You gotta stop thinking it's too late. You just gotta stop with that thought. It's so heavy on so many of you, so tired. And I know that this life did that, but you can be rejuvenated. All you have to do is change your mind. You put it in your affirmation. You create yourself an affirmation that you say every night. I need y'all to wake the fuck up. You gotta wake up. Wake up. 50 and over, wake up. And for those under us, for those that's not yet considered elders, y'all gotta stop the bullshit now. So that we can build a spiritual nation. Y'all do better than us. You know what I mean? Instead of us saying that and telling you, I need you to do better than me so we can get some fucking way and you come do what you're supposed to do and lead us to where we're supposed to be going. And I'll be the foundation for you to get there. We're in competition with our youth. We're in competition with the youth. We try to dance like them and act. No, we got our own shit to be doing. Go get wise, damn it. I gotta go. I love y'all. His lost to us. Hodak. Day. Make sure y'all get your total healing package. ZenBooms.com. Get your water programs. I'll see y'all real soon. Real soon.